Hey everyone, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're going to talk about what's going on in the real estate market. We're going to talk about what's going on in the real estate market and how it could affect you and your plans and how you should be marketing differently. So we've had a pretty good run over the last couple of years for sure, right? We've had a record real estate market. We've had probably the greatest market ever if you're a listing agent and you've got lots of listings. We've had higher prices than ever before. We've had more offers than ever before. We've had more houses selling. So I know some realtors have struggled during the pandemic, mostly because of their inability to get listings. And so if you've got listings, this market's been great for you. If you've been working with buyers, it's been very difficult because you can't find your buyers' properties because there's a massive shortage of inventory. And when you're working with buyers, you can't find them a house. When you do find them a house, it's already sold, or you're in multiple offer situations where there's 5 or 10 or 20 offers. And even when your buyer goes in way over the asking price, you still lose. So, what's the good news? The good news is the market is starting to turn a bit. We're starting to see changes all over Canada and the United States. Now, I know this because I work with over 30,000 real estate agents. Now, I'm not saying in every single market, but I'm saying Craig Proctor members from all over the continent are in most cases saying it's a little bit slower. I don't mean slow. What I mean by that is instead of a house selling in 24 hours, it might take 2 or 3 days or a week. And again, not in all cases, right? I know some of you are still in crazy markets, but we're seeing a general turn in the market where there aren't as many multiple offers, okay? Houses that are selling for over the asking price aren't selling quite as high over the asking price. And generally, there's a little bit more inventory. Okay, so what's going to happen for the rest of the year? What are the threats and what are the opportunities? Again, if you're joining a little bit late, I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor. If you've never met me before, good to meet you. Let me know, by the way, in the comments, type in where you're located, because this topic here is very based on your location. So let me know where you're located, what major metropolitan marketplace that you're in, and let me know what's going on in your market. Do you agree with me? Are things starting to slow down a little bit? Are you seeing little cracks in the marketplace? Or no? Is it just as strong as it's been in your marketplace? So let me know what marketplace you're in, and let me know what's going on in the marketplace. Is it a little starting to see a little cracks, a little slower, or going gangbusters? Type into comments right now. And if you like this topic, like this video, make sure you like this page and you turn on notifications. That way, whenever, every week when I go live and I produce new content, you're automatically going to be notified. So if you like what we're talking about here today, smash the blue thumbs up button. Okay, so I want to talk to you today about market shifts. I want to talk to you about what's happening with interest rates and affordability. Okay, so why will the market shift? Well, the market will shift for a couple of reasons. Interest rates will go up, although not much. We saw what happened recently when the Federal Reserve even hinted that they might raise the interest rates a little bit earlier than what everybody thought. The stock market kind of goes crazy and currency shift. So we will see inflation, and that will force the hand of the central banks in Canada and the United States to have to raise the interest rates. We don't know how much inflation we're going to have, but we can't say there's no inflation, right? Look at the price of wood and lumber and building, and look overall at the price of houses. So interest rates will go up, and that'll affect affordability. When interest rates go up, There's going to be buyers now that will be priced out of the market that won't be able to afford to buy. And then there'll be other homeowners, their mortgage is going to become more expensive. So a lot of buyers got stretched when they purchased, and they were only able to afford the home that they bought if they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars over asking price. They were able to do that because of extremely historically low interest rates. So we're going to see the interest rates, we're going to see those go up, and we're going to see it's going to be less affordable for buyers to buy. Also, we are getting buyer resistance. Buyers, at some point, as the prices continue to go up and up and up and up, some buyers are like, okay, I'm out. This is too crazy. It's too insane. So we are seeing some buyer resistance where buyers are going back onto the sidelines and they're waiting. Let me know if you agree with this. Is this what you think is happening? Can you see how interest rates might go up? Are you seeing some buyer resistance right now? And then, of course, the opposite of the buyer resistance is the seller resistance, right? So sellers they've been spoiled, right? They're feeling entitled that they should be able to list their home for whatever price they want, and someone's going to pay it, and it's going to sell immediately. So if the market softens a bit, we are going to have some sellers that will not be realistic, and they're going to dig in, and you're going to need a certain skill set to work with these sellers to help them become realistic and educate them on what's really going on in this new marketplace that we're going to enter. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the foreclosure moratorium. So when the pandemic started, March of 2020, the governments in Canada and the United States said, look, we're not going to let anyone get kicked out of their house during the pandemic. So if you can't pay your mortgage, that's okay. We're going to prohibit the banks from foreclosing on you and kicking you out of your property. Well, what's happened now, we've had a year and a half of millions of homeowners that have not paid a penny towards their mortgage. Okay, now, are these homes going to be foreclosed on? No, they won't be foreclosed on because over the last year and a half, well, millions of home sellers haven't paid a penny on their mortgage. Their homes have actually appreciated, right? Their homes have increased in value by hundreds of thousands of dollars in most cases. So we're not going to have the foreclosure, fiasco that we had in 07 and 08. However, these sellers will be forced to list their property. So that's another reason that we're going to have more inventory come on the market. Of course, there's a lot of people that haven't paid anything for the mortgage, so there was no urgency to sell. But now they're going to have to start paying their mortgage. Some of them won't be able to afford that. They're not going to let it go under foreclosure because it's actually, they've got equity, right? They've got hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity. So these homes will come on the market. Let me know in the comments, do you agree with this? Is this making sense what I'm talking about here today as to why the marketplace is going to change? Okay, we're talking about the threats and the opportunities for all of you with what's in front of us right now. So give me a thumbs up, smash the blue thumbs up button, and let me know your comments. If you agree with this, let me know what's going on in your marketplace right now. What other threats or opportunities are there out there? Well, if we take a look at how the real estate industry has changed, big teams are dominant. Okay, I wrote a book several years ago called The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent, and you can find that on Amazon. Okay, again, it's called The Death of the Traditional Real Estate Agent. And the premise of my book was that in the future, you're either going to be creating or starting your own successful, profitable real estate team, or you're going to be part of someone else's successful, profitable real estate team. So basically, it's the death of the solo agent. And so big teams now are getting bigger. And when they get bigger and they get more profitable, they can do things for the clients that the solo agent can't do. Okay, they can tap into technology. They have larger marketing budgets. So if you're a solo agent, this could kind of be a threat, right? So we're going to talk about how you can push back against the big teams. And if you are a team, how you can grow and how you can flourish in this new economy. Now, these big teams, by the way, are no longer just local. Okay, so it used to be that if you were in a city and you had a big team, you had maybe a marketplace of within a 1 hour radius of your geographical headquarters. Not anymore. Okay, now we have Craig Proctor members that have expansion teams all over the United States and Canada. Okay, so their head branch might be in Washington, D.C., but they're in Atlanta, they're in Denver, they're all over the place. So that could be a threat or an opportunity, depending on what side of this you're on. So we teach you how to do this, how to successfully leverage your business and hire and recruit people and be a team. Or if you don't want to do that, how to become a solo agent and combat the heavy competition that you're going to have from big teams that are now expanding all over the country. Of course, the iBuyer companies are another threat, right? Open Door, OfferPad, they're becoming a lot more competitive. I know a lot of us think, well, that's not really going to catch on because sellers are not going to want to sell their home at a massively discounted price. Hey, I was talking to someone a couple weeks ago, and they had an investment property in California. And this guy is well known in the real estate industry, and he interviewed a couple of agents to sell his investment property in California. They gave him, the prices were very similar. And then he reached out to a couple of the iBuyer companies, and he ended up selling his investment property to one of the iBuyer companies because he was going to net more money than having to sell it through a real estate agent and make all the repairs and do all the things he needed. Remember, he didn't have to do that with the iBuyer company. You basically just type in your address. They give you an offer. You don't have to make any repairs. You can select your possession date. So is that a threat? Well, let's look at what's happened in other industries. There was a time that people thought, well, everyone's going to need a stockbroker, right? Everyone's going to need a stockbroker. Today, including my 82-year-old father, he buys his own stocks online. Okay, he does his own research, all the information that he needs to make good choices when he buys and sells stocks. It's all online. Okay, if we look at the travel agent, we thought, well, a travel agent's really useful, and some of you I know still use a travel agent, but a lot of us don't anymore, right? Like everything that can be Amazoned, will be Amazoned. I said amortized, it's probably a good word for it, but everything that can be Amazoned will be Amazoned. Maybe real estate, right? That's kind of what's going on with these iBuyer companies. Now remember, these iBuyer companies have deep pockets, right? These are Wall Street-backed companies with billions of dollars, and the algorithm that they're using, this is what my buddy told me, the algorithm that they're using today at the iBuyer companies is much better than it used to be, meaning they're a lot more competitive. It's not a situation anymore where the iBuyer company offer to the seller is way less than what a realtor could sell it for. It's pretty competitive. So, what if that catches on? What if, Uber Eats, right? Uber Eats used to have to drive to the restaurant, sit in the restaurant, or go drive and pick up your food. Not anymore. Right? Everything that can be Amazoned will be Amazoned. So these are all threats. Discounters, they've been around for a long time, especially in a market like this that's super hot. How many of you are frustrated with the discounters, right? The sellers, and you can't blame them. The sellers are like, well, all the houses on my street are selling in a day or two. The sellers already thought that real estate agents didn't do a lot anyway to get their home sold. And now it's like even worse because the properties they're selling for full asking price or over in a couple days, regardless of what real estate agent you use, right? So the seller could use a crummy, inexperienced, horrible real estate agent and the house is still going to sell. So as a top realtor, I did not like markets like this. I did not like these strong, ridiculously crazy markets because The seller isn't, they don't care who they use, right? It doesn't matter. At least that's what they think. Of course it matters, right? Because we would argue, well, even in a super hot seller's market, there's a big difference between just selling your house and getting the job done right? Like if the inexperienced, horrible realtor could sell your home for $10,000 over the asking price in 48 hours, maybe I could sell it for $20,000 or $30,000. So look, don't take this the wrong way. I always believe the realtor that you choose is really important, regardless of whether it's a hot market or a slow market. The point I'm making is this is what the sellers think, right? Over the last year and a half, the sellers thought, well, it doesn't really matter. Hey, my neighbor listed with their part-time nephew, and he's brand new in real estate, and they sold their house in 48 hours for way over the asking price. So maybe we'll use that person, or maybe we'll use my spouse's friend at work's husband who's part-time. So as the market starts to slow down, for us real great realtors, it's better, right? I like a slower market. I like it when the seller's like, well, you know what? Maybe we better not use Uncle Joe. Maybe we better interview a couple realtors. Maybe it really matters. I see some of the houses are taking longer to sell, or they're not getting what they used to. So top agents always welcome a marketplace that's a little slower than this. There's companies like Redfin. There's some companies out there that maybe their vision for real estate is that we're not highly paid commission salespeople. That maybe, and Zillow as well. Zillow's doing both. Zillow, who promised they would never become a brokerage, as you know, they're now a real estate brokerage, and they have an iBuyer company. So they're competing with you for that seller. They're saying, you could list with the realtor, or you could just, sell your house instantly with us. So they're competing with us. We paid them all gazillions of dollars for that, for them to break their promise, compete with us, start their own real estate brokerage, and start an iBuyer company. Now, the point I was making is Redfin, Zillow, maybe their vision for real estate is that we're going to be like salaried position people. Instead of us making big commissions, maybe their vision is, hey, you know what? We're going to have a showing agent, and we'll pay the showing agent $20 an hour. And that's all you do is open the door and show the properties. And then maybe we'll have a negotiating specialist, right? Someone that's going to negotiate the offers, and we pay them whatever, $50 or $100 an hour. Maybe we've got someone else that's a listing specialist, so they might want to break down all the things that real estate agents do into low-paying jobs. So look, stick with Craig Proctor, because I've been doing this for 25 years. I've seen these threats and I've seen these opportunities, and my job is to help you navigate through the threats and always see the opportunity. You see, on the other side of the door of a threat is always an opportunity. That's the way you got to look at the marketplace, is what's going on here? What do I see that other real estate agents don't see, and how can I take advantage of this? Let me know if this has been interesting to you. Have you found this helpful today? If so, smash the blue thumbs up, like this page. Remember to turn on notifications as well, because then you'll get all my new content. And of course, if you know other realtors that might benefit from my talk here today, just hit the share button, or you can just type their name into comments and you can share this content with them, with the other realtors. I'd really appreciate that. So here's, for those of you that are interested in getting more information on how I can help you, I've got some training that you guys can get access to. If you go to proctorcall.com, I've got some free training. If someone could type that into the comments, just my name, Proctor, and then call.com, proctorcall.com. We've got some free training. If this interests you, if I'm your style, if you resonate with my type of thinking, you should book yourself a call with my team. It's free, no obligation call. We'll ask you a bunch of questions. We'll show you how to embrace the opportunities that are in front of you, and help you do the right things to maximize your results. See, I believe if you've got the right information, then you can make really good decisions, right? So the reason Craig Proctor members are so successful is because we're way out there ahead of the curve, right? Like, we know things that other real estate agents don't know. This isn't me saying this. This is what my members say to me. When they're involved with Craig Proctor, they're finding out about what the trends are before other agents even know about them. So you can always get the jump with your marketing, make the right decisions, selecting your target marketing, making sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck for everything that you do. So today we've been talking about the changes in the marketplace. Folks, it will change. I remember when I was a little kid, my grandmother always used to say, Craig, all good things come to an end, and all bad things come to an end. So none of us really expected that during a pandemic that the real estate market would go crazy. But the Federal Reserve was forced to reduce interest rates, to print money, to flood the marketplace with money. And typically what happens at some point is we're going to start to see inflation. Heck, we're already seeing it in real estate. Look at the price of wood, right? Look at the price of commodities, the price of copper, the price of everything. We're seeing inflation already, okay? We're going to see the interest rates go up. Are you prepared for those changes? How many of you agree? Let me know in the comments. If you agree, interest rates, they're not going to go down, right? They're going to go up. And if you're struggling right now in the best real estate market, what are you waiting for? Get some help. Go to proctorcall.com. Let's have a conversation. Let's find out where you are, what you're thinking. Let us talk to you about where we could help you take this thing to. For most of you, you've got some obstacle, right? Like, you know where you are right now, and you have a pretty good idea of where you want to go. And you might not even believe that you can go to as big as you want to go. There might be something holding you back, a belief system or something that's in the way, an obstacle. Let us show you how to remove that obstacle, to go around that obstacle. And if that's true, if we can remove the obstacle that's holding you back from where you are to where you want to go, think of how great your life would be. I want you to think right now about where you'd really like your business to go. Not just the financial numbers, not just like, oh, I'd like to sell 50 homes or 100 homes or whatever, but what would that do for your life? See, that's what fires me up. If I can help you have a better life because your real estate business allows that, now we can get passionate about this, right? That's why I'm still doing this 25 years later. I have real estate agents coming up to me every day. Craig, you didn't just change my business, you changed my life. I've got a better marriage now. I've got more time with my kids. I'm healthier. I can travel. I can do the things that I want. I can buy whatever I want when I want. And they are able to make all their team members help their lives become better as well, right? So it's a real win-win. So if you've enjoyed the video here today, if you found this helpful, again, give me a blue thumbs up. Let me know where you're located. Okay, make sure you do that so we can get some referral business going back and forth. I've got over 30,000 agents I work with, so they like to work with realtors that are like-minded, so make sure you type in your marketplace. Also, I'd like to invite you all to my private Facebook group. Okay, it's a private group by invitation. So if you'd like to join my private Facebook group, you can go to richagentsecrets.com. If someone could type that in, it's not .com, sorry, bad habit. It's just Rich Agent Secrets. So go to the search window in Facebook and just type in Rich Agent Secrets. Or I'll tell you what, it's even easier. Just type in invitation into the comments. Type in the word invitations into the comments, and I'll make sure that you get an invitation to my private Facebook group. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The topic was serious market shifts. What are the threats and opportunities ahead? Go to proctorcall.com and book a session with me. Okay, free of charge. We'll talk about your business. Take about 45 minutes. No obligation. If you like what I have to offer, great. Maybe we can do something together. If you don't like it, no downside. But if you don't schedule the time to talk, you'll never know. This is there's only upside, there's no downside to having a conversation. Thank you very much for being with us. I hope you guys found it helpful. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor signing off. We'll see you all next time. Take care. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.